We're going to talk about some current events, and we're going to talk about the God debate, the religious debate. I just caught the latest Lou Dobbs on the mainstream TV. You probably see some clips here on the YouTube. He had a few guests on there talking about church and state in the United States, separation of the government and religion. Basically, just have this to say about it.
This nation is a Christian nation. It was established as a Christian nation, for the most part.
It was an idealistic new experiment into Christianity, and it was set up specifically as a reaction and as a solution to the problems in Europe at the time, which was a corrupted form of Christianity, which has progressed since then. So we're not talking about the same powers that be over in Europe. We're not talking about the same Vatican, but we are supposed to remember that this country was established in the 1st century and then into its 2nd century up into the 1800s when it really got established, growing from being a mere colony. And the majority and the sentiment of the people was with Christianity, a new movement of Christianity, or at least accept that that was around them. There were also more intellectual thinkers, philosophers, scientists, and of course the godless businessmen who were running around. Which is not to say, though, they didn't accept that the most powerful forces were inherent in the Christianity of the nation. Now, to see a professor go on Lou Dobbs and argue his point, I guess he's selling a book or something.
The man is erudite, of course. I have not done as much research as he has, I have not done historical research, but I have the fundamentals of what there is. I have done enough to formulate in my own mind and to articulate the opinion that he's wrong in saying and quoting all of the political individuals from that time and picking things out and saying that they weren't Christian and this and that. Well, you know what? You can watch my videos and you can say the same thing. You could say the same thing, but at the core of them and what they accept and what they perceive as the reality around them as a country was formulated that this nation is Christian. That is its roots.
Now, he wants to say that there was other things going on. There was other kind of more free, alternative, future-minded ideas and projects and this and that. Yes, there was, and that's why it developed into a government. That is the purpose of the separated government, is to have all the daily affairs, the business and the commerce, primarily to be ruled over, monitored, and regulated by an established entity known as the government, that is the federal United States. And I made several videos about this before, and you have to understand the distinction, or else you will never understand history, and you will believe the lies of people that like to spew out their little quotes and things to mislead you. But the overall picture and the overall truth is that the nation, as it still is debating over it, just to double check itself, it is around a new form of Christianity, Neo-European Christianity, let's call it, the United States Western world Christianity. Maybe everybody has a different take on different details of it, and even what they think of Jesus Christ, whether he's a divinity or not. You know, I haven't spoken on whether he's divinity and the Trinity and all that. I'm not ready to explain what I know about that or what my belief is. It's more like Thomas Jefferson saying that those things have to be hidden, that you keep those things to yourself. What's really in your heart, don't go pushing that around, especially, most importantly, don't go pushing that around through government or political activity, official status. You cannot do it through political status. You cannot do it through the federal government. And it says it explicitly. There is no misinterpretation to be had from what it says in the Constitution. And everybody is familiar with the phrase. Get a hold of yourself and be prepared, because you're going to be on one side or the other.